Good morning, Guardians. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Unclear, and today we're back with another Destiny 2 reset video. It is week 2 inside season 11. As we all know, the forge farming has been patched, so you no longer can AFK farm forges, but I'm sure we'll find another way to farm. But I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of ways you can farm engrams in this game. But let me know what you think about the forges being fixed. Is it a good fix? Is it a bad fix? Are you disappointed? Are you happy? Let me know down in the comments below. But let's get into the week's reset. We'll start here as always with Tess Eververse of Eververse. So this week for silver we have the Dawn of Invention emote, which is you pick up a bone and you look at it. Alright, that's a thing. We have the MATTERSCOURGE ornament for the what's this go for? It's for the Outbreak Perfected. That's alright. The multi-branded shell. Yeah, that's a thing. Wacky inflation. Oh, the inflatable man. A projection. And then the table that catches fire emote. That's pretty cool. Down the bottom here we have some stuff for Bright Dust. We have the Fists of Fury finisher, which is a giant punch. That's pretty cool. We have the CALYPSO vehicle, which actually looks really nice. It's quite a nice ship. That is for 2500 Bright Dust. We have the War Set Arrival transmit effect. Then we have the Vibrant MEDUSA shader, which is interesting. Interesting to say the least. It's seasonal. We have quite a bit here if you want to grab yourself some silver and buy yourself some pretty cool ornaments. Some pretty cool stuff there. And for Bright Dust this week we have Mirror emote, which is basically just a mirror echo reflection, which is kind of cool. We have the Burnout vehicle, which is one of my favourite vehicles there is. Just looks cool. The BOXER'S dance emote. Yep, that's the thing. Looks pretty cool. Supremacy shell? Yeah, that's alright. Awkward greeting. Alright. Yeah, it's awkward. Now we have the Abyssal Scream right there for the tractor cannon. Then we have some projections and projections are projections. That's kind of cool. Some guiding lights, some transmit effects. If you're in some, you're in some. If you're not, you're not. That is what it is. For terms of drops this week, if you go to Shaxx, Zavala, the Drifter and Banshee and complete 8 bounties, you will get a powerful drop. So a powerful drop is 0 light if you're 1050 or higher. If you're below 1050, it will actually give you a significant power bonus. Weekly clan engrams as normal. And also if you go speak to Mr. Drifter Man, I believe you get this week's new quest. So I'm just going to have a chat with him, see what he has to say for himself this week. If you don't get it from the Drifter, so I actually haven't checked yet, it'll be from doing the new public event on IO. Titan has not been mentioned yet. As you logged in this morning, it will say complete public events on IO. So we'll see what we have to do. So go pop over to the Prismatic Recaster, our favourite friend. We've got to go and do the public event on IO or Titan. Just say IO or Titan there. So we got that. Obviously, if you complete 2 bounties here, you'll get some Twisted Energy, 1000 Twisted Energy, which is quite nice. But today's armor mod is Orb Charge with Light. Defeating a combatant with a finisher generates orbs of light for your allies. Once they will charge with light. Yeah, Powerful Life Shield will perform your finisher. Just kind of cool. Kind of cool. You can do some cool stuff with that in a build. So we're going to grab that as well. Alrighty, stepping into the playlist stuff here. Good. Yeah, we'll start with our strikes. So for Pinnacle gear in terms of Vanguard strikes, we have Void Singe, Iron, and Heavyweight. So you can do some pretty quick strikes there. Good farming. 3 of those with the Void subclass, and you'll get a Pinnacle. Nightfall this week in terms of is the new Pacific Ecology. And if you want to do that on anything higher, you can't do a Grandmaster yet, so if you do Master difficulty, you'll be looking at Murder. Exploded units have more health, Champions Unstoppable, Champions Barrier, Togetherness, base health regen is reduced if near a player, health regen is increased. If near another player, health regen is increased. Okay. Equipment locked, match game, Champions Mob, and Celethun's Doge. Incoming void and aerial damage has been increased. So all around, you know, just a bit of fun stuff. In terms of Nightfalls, we have Inside Terminus, Strange Terrain, and Hollowed Lair. You know, if you want to farm for a Mine Vendors, you can do, but I don't believe it carries forth till next season. So if you don't want to farm for it, you just don't want to farm for it. But if you just want to have one just for the collection, go for gold. Have the typical Gambit, 3 matches of Gambit. Or Gambit Prime, you will get a Pinnacle. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Alright, so we have the typical Crucible stuff. We have Rumble, we have Control, we have Elimination, and we have Survival. If you get through that, you will get yourself a Pinnacle. Do 4 matches there. If you do Team Scorch or Countdown, you'll get a powerful drop if you do 4 matches there. Over on the Moon, we have the 3 Nightmare Hunts. We have Skolas, we have Omnigul, and we have the Fanatic. Omnigul's one of my favourites. It just brings back those memories of defeating Omnigul back in T1. It's pretty interesting. We also have the In the Deep story mission for a powerful. So if you're not quite 1050 yet, make sure you do powerfuls. If you want a bit of a guide really quickly on how to level up to 1050 quite quickly, do a powerful, do 1 or 2 powerfuls, go to a Pinnacle, do a couple more powerfuls, do a Pinnacle, do a couple more powerfuls, do a Pinnacle, and then before you do the other Pinnacles, play the playlist you've just finished in. So if you've done Crucible, stick to Crucible for a bit, get some drops from that, some blue drops, you'll level up a bit, and then to go to another Pinnacle, and then go just keep rinsing and repeating until you get to 1050 quite quickly. Also have the Garden of Salvation raid. We have the Pit of Heresy dungeon, which has 2 powerfuls, 1 Pinnacle drop, which is pretty cool. And then in the tower we have the new dungeon, Prophecy dungeon, get a Pinnacle. And I'm sorry, I did get this wrong. If you do the Means to an End quest this week, so you go to IO, do the story, do the mission, you will also get a Pinnacle drop. So quite a few Pinnacle drops to be had this week. It's quite good stuff. But the public event is in the Rupture this week, not in the Lost Oasis. So it'll be interesting to see what's happening in the Rupture. It'd be cool to see what's happening there. I do know there's a special enemy near the Pyramidion, so it'll be interesting to see how that sort of ties in. Not yet made it to Titan. But you know, they'll be in Titan shortly. If you do happen to visit Titan, Io, or Mercury and you see the eyes, be sure to let everyone know on Reddit or just post it on Twitter, the locations that you found. There's 50 to find, so if you can find all of them before the quest starts, it'll be pretty amazing. But yeah, that is it for this week, guys. The weekly flashpoint looks like it is going to be IO as well. So you know, it kind of ties in all together quite nicely. That's quite a cool way to go. That is it for this week. That is the whole reset. Not a lot has changed this week. I'm hoping next week we'll get Titan, or this week we may get an exotic quest. You never know. Exotic quests are hidden, so it'll be interesting to see if we do get them or not. Anyway guys, that is it for this week. As always, if you did enjoy the video or you've been enjoying Destiny and want to see more content from me, hit that like rating. It really does help out the channel a lot. And as always, stay safe, take care, bye for now.